Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Singleton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Back to throw. It's Allard. Right down the middle. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that high field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Reacted well to the tip and just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give from the gun. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch.
Squirrel, squirrel. Set. Cut.
From the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Down, 55, weak. Longer. Squirrel.
Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Freedom.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
29 Philly.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Going up top. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Looking downfield, it's McCord. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
So why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's McCord. Steps away to find some room. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, man, 4th and 1, any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
Blizzy. Jackrabbit.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
42 Spider.
To throw, it's McCord. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Moves. Gorilla.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hines is tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field.
Black 24. Black 24. Spider.
They'll open the second half with a run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking downfield, it's McCord. Lofts one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring. He uncorks one deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here, clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Looking to throw, it's McCord. And he intercepts it. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll give it to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. The 30. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cuse. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form the ball when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
With the catch, it's Singleton. They get him down after he makes the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at half.
They'll try to get him on the fake. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play.
Syracuse, 34, Penn State, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Green 25.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Okay,
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short.
Cobra.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
Terrier.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
And number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse! And the route is on.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now a fair catch is called for. It may just shy of midfield. First down for this offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And they'll take a knee. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.